Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Time for our tale of the tape. First up, Ice Cold. There's no doubt that this fighter is a slugger. Up against them, Magnitude. These two will be fighting in the heavyweight division. You expect, of course, knockouts, but don't be surprised if this one goes the distance. And they will have a power advantage here.
Nobody knows who's gonna win.
Up first, Ice Cold from the United States of America. In their last fight, they won by knockout. And they'll be facing Magnitude from Northern Ireland. The last time we saw them in action, they impressed everyone with that big KO victory.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the white trunks trimmed with black, Ice Cold. Fighting out of the blue corner from Northern Ireland. Wearing the black trunks with green trim, Magnitude.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Which fans are going to be happy? Which fans are going to be sad? I don't know, but it's the argument I love.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Look at that right hand. Beautiful counter shot. It's all offense all the time. That hook was off target. You know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. They both want the knockout. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That counter shot lands. Just missed with that hook. Stamina is off the charts. A straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Stumbling around in potholes. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope that...
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Perfect counter lands. You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. So much for defensive abilities. And down goes Magnitude. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
About that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Just missed with that hook. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
There's the bell to start round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. That left hook missed. That jab misses. Caution being thrown to the wind. This fighter has a very good win-loss record and will be tough to beat. Nice counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. And Magnitude goes to the canvas. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I need to see that again.
Let's see how the... There's the bell for round 4. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Nobody home with that hook. Blocks the right hook. That hook won't score. You don't want to trade shots. Did you see that? This could be the end. And Magnitude can't take any more. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and you continue.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
He's got to waste time and get step behind the ref.
Oh my God, Johnny! Where was the defense? Why were... And down goes Magnitude. And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands of...
We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. First up, Ice Cold. And you can see they will have a speed advantage. Up against them, One Bomb. These are the big boys in the heavyweight division, and they will enjoy a power advantage.
Brawlers are a nightmare. You've got to be strong and fit. Use that long reach, use that long jab. Do it that way, you'll be safe all night.
Up first, Ice Cold from the United States of America. The last time we saw them, they won by knockout, looking to do the same here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the white trunks trimmed with black, Ice Cold. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Northern Ireland, wearing the orange trunks trimmed with cyan, One Bomb.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go.
Todd, all I can say,
All right,
heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Nice job getting that punch through. Beautiful counter shot. The perfect counter lands. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Well done with that counter shot. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. This is a high-octane battle. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good count. The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge... One Bomb goes down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get...
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
An upset of the year, perhaps right before our eyes. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their... Whoa, wait a minute! This may do it! A much better game plan here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once and...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And it took one bomb to put one bomb down. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you still want to fight.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Gonna look at his court.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's gonna be we just saw.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and...
Let's get it started in round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's gonna do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got a bluff him.
A swing and a miss with the right hook. Punch, counter punch. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Nice counter shot. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap.
Whoa, Johnny! Where was the defense? Why weren't they covering up? Why weren't they more cautious? Looks like they've shaken it off.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice defense on that hook. Oh my! That's a game changer! One bomb goes to the canvas. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round. Back at it in round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter has a... Hold that thought! The corner's got to take a good look at their fight. One bomb goes down. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
A shot from the gods took him out.
And you saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination.
Here we are, getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. First up, Ice Cold. And they do enjoy a speed advantage. And up first, Ice Cold from the United States of America. Last time we saw them in the ring, they won by KO.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the white trunks, trimmed with black, Ice Cold.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night. Because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Nice counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Catch and shoot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. The perfect counter lands. Catch and shoot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Oh, wait a minute. What a nightmare scenario. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Being dazed now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for...
Whoa, Johnny! The building is going bananas! Will they see it? And the myth has been knocked down. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can...
Not the best of rounds. Hold it right there. Whoa, wait a minute. What a shot. And down goes the myth. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six. And you still want to fight?
A borderline disastrous round, but he's still... Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not like twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Swing and a miss with that jab. You know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Did you see that? Oh, and they got rocked. What a moment this is. And the myth goes down to the canvas. Wow, let's take another look at that.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, Ice Cold. And they do have a speed advantage here. Up against them, the Myth. Get ready for these two heavyweights. Blink, and it could be over. You can see who has the power advantage.
Remember, there's a shorter reach here, so now they have to slip inside and use the speed, use the proximity, and that timing to time off the long jab that comes in to jump over the top. It's about skills now. Skills will pay the bills.
Up first, Ice Cold from the United States of America, and they hold the SCI national title. Their last fight, they scored a spectacular knockout win. They're coming up against the Myth from the United States of America. Last time we saw them in action, they suffered a very tough KO. Let's see how they respond here.
Just take note, look at the reach. Look how much they're giving away in this fight.
So now let's go into the ring for the official introductions. Here's the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from the United States of America, wearing the white trunks trimmed with black, presenting the current national heavyweight champion, Ice Cold. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the United States of America, wearing the white trunks with blue trim, the Myth.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. The right hook can't miss. Nice uppercut. The most difficult punch to land clean, and he just did it there. Everybody's got their eye on the champion. You have to hold that thought. And the Myth has been knocked down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Come to me.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
They've got to pick things up. Well, wait a minute. And we may see a stoppage here. And down goes the Myth. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your glove.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Well, now,
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Will the referee stop it? been down twice. They've got to up their game here. What do we expect to see here in round two? Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Look at the redness on the body from all these hooks. Is this the beginning of the end? A night and the myth goes down to the canvas. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and you continue.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And down goes the myth. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory. They could have picked anywhere to fight, but they chose this. I'm Todd Grisham. There's no other venue like it. Welcome inside the Grand Theater. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, Ice Cold. And you can see they will have a speed advantage. And they'll be facing... Up first, Ice Cold from the United States of America.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from the United States of America. Wearing the white trunks trimmed with black.
All the seats have been taken in this unique setting. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Good defense stopping that jab. Right hook is scoring. That right hook's already working well. Nice counter. Why weren't they more cautious? No, we don't see a... Did you see that? And steel jaw has been dropped. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Stop it.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. The corner's got to take... And down goes steel jaw. I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're okay.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised.
Final 10 seconds here. Pull her right there. And we may see an early stoppage here. Is there any way back into this? And there's the bell to start round 2. They got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do they do? Do they throw the foul in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter. It's like a lamb to the slaughter.
The champion is back for another defense. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't hold that thought. And we may see a stoppage here. Looks like trouble was averted. Hold it right there. This may... Steel jaw couldn't take any more. Down he goes. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
They're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom.
Oh, my goodness, Johnny. Oh, my. That's a game changer. They somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. over till it's over, but that knock. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Where was the... And down goes steel jaw. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight.